I've attended over 50 music festivals, so here are my thoughts after attending Keith Lee's first annual Family Day as an avid festival goer. Keith Lee partnered with Live Nation Urban and Morrow Hospitality for Family Day, a food and music festival focused on uplifting small businesses and restaurants. This year's event took place at the UNO Lakefront Festival grounds in New Orleans, so let's talk about how it went from a GA perspective. Despite all the discourse online leading up to the event, I honestly think it was an overall success. Doors opened at noon, I got there around 2:45, and the first thing I noticed were the lines. Lines to get in the festival, lines for food and drinks, lines for rides, lines for games. There were people everywhere. The festival featured a food village curated by Keith Lee himself. Most of the vendors were local New Orleans businesses, but there were also a handful of out of town spots Keith has visited before. Since I'm local, I prioritize trying places I can't normally get here, including La La Land and Chill Burgers, and altogether I spent around $70 on food and drinks throughout the day. The overall vibe felt like one big family reunion, and I think they did a really good job at creating a family friendly community celebration. Between the carnival rides, family obstacle course, games, and performances, there was always something happening. This year's lineup included Kirk Franklin, Andrew Day, Gracie's Corner, Manny Fresh, and more. One thing I appreciated was that you didn't need VIP tickets to get a good view of the performances, and I think the lineup did a good job at balancing different genres and age demographics. At the end of the night, Keith announced that next year's Family Day will take place in Chicago, and there are three things I'd like to see improved. First, re-entry options. I've attended festivals like Sips and Sounds in Austin where attendees can leave and re-enter multiple times, and I think one additional entry would have made a huge difference here. Second, ticketing. There were definitely some kinks during the ticket sale process, and while later they added locals discounts, I think tiered pricing from the beginning could have helped smooth things out. And third, pacing. I enjoyed watching the obstacle course, but it went on for a pretty long time, and I think having a DJ set or another performance happening simultaneously on the main stage could have helped to keep the energy up throughout the night.